Welcome back and welcome to the Chicken Coop studio. As you can see, it's a dreary, muddy, rainy March morning. I've been out here in the chicken coop all morning. I came out here and I skateboarded for a couple of hours. I learned a new trick, which was really fun. Even though it's cold, rainy, and dreary outside, I've got a fire going in the stove out here. And in today's video, we're gonna check out two paintings. This is the first painting that we're gonna take a look at today. Over the weekend, we had spring-like temperatures. On the day that I painted this, it was 50 degrees. And then on Sunday, it ended up hitting 60 degrees. So we had a nice spring preview. In this painting, I wanted to capture the golden hour light hitting the side of the barn while this side of the barn fell into shadow. And here's the second painting. This painting was done on Saturday afternoon and it was 60 degrees on that day. It barely hit 60 degrees, but it was very windy out as well. Saturday also happened to be daylight savings time. I went out thinking I had 2 hours until the sunset. So I thought I was gonna get that magical golden light falling across the landscape. But I didn't think things through because the sun set at 7 o'clock on that evening instead of 6 o'clock. Anytime that there's a white barn in the landscape, you're gonna have a little contrast to work with. And in this painting, there was also those nice rolling hills in the background. So I think it came out great. We're gonna frame both of these up. And then also in this video, I'm going to show you my process for making panels. I make the boards that I paint on. I don't make the actual board, but I do cut them to size and prepare the surface. A little bit of the video is gonna be dedicated to me making some panels this afternoon. It's just a dreary March day, but it's just so nice and cozy here in the chicken coop. I like just messing around with painting stuff in the studio. It's almost lunchtime. I'm gonna frame these up. You're gonna watch some painting. This afternoon, we are trudging through this cornfield. Probably should have wore some better boots. It's the start of a beautiful weekend. We're supposed to have plenty of sun this afternoon as I'm setting out to paint a golden hour effect happening on this barn. And there's some geese right over there. Can you see the geese? Well, I stopped exploring once I found this nice sturdy fence. For some reason, I just wanted to come and stand by this fence and paint. I think it's pretty easy to see why I chose this scene. It happens to be evening time and that barn is just gonna get pelted by golden hour, beautiful light here in about maybe an hour, 45 minutes or an hour. I actually like the way that this fence that's happening right out here creates a natural lead-in for the viewer of the painting. So I've got Porter with me. We're all set up. I'm doing the walk of shame. I forgot to bring white paint with me. I'm walking back to the car, which is over there. Porter's loyal to me. He'll do the walk of shame with me. Well, I had a nice little walk back to my car. Got a brand new tube of white. Let's get this painting started. And here's the golden hour barn painting that I worked on Friday afternoon. And it's in a beefy frame. And it really, I think that the large shapes works great with a little bit thicker frame on that piece. There's a lot of light and color in this one. I'm glad I came out here this morning and decided to frame these paintings up. It's such a cozy day in the chicken coop. Wow, what a difference a frame can make. Look at this. I love it now. Now that it's framed up, I really can see what I did out there that evening. You know, a lot of times I'll just leave my paintings sitting off in the corner of the room and I won't even look at them for a long time after I've painted them. Because I started making these videos, it's made me see them in a frame, and I'm seeing it like you would see it in a gallery or in the walls of the chicken coop during the fall art tour. It's pretty cool. But just take a look at this one. It's just such a nice spring-like day today. We're definitely not done with winter. I'm sure we'll have a couple more snowstorms, blizzards, some type of precipitation before winter leaves us. But today, I think it might have hit 60 degrees. It's just a great day. The wind is picking up, but what better way to spend a Sunday evening than painting? I've got my sketch done. Can you see it? The barn is somewhere in there. I'm ready to start putting some paint on. It sure is windy out here. I'm enjoying it though. If anything goes wrong, there's no crisis. 'Cause if anything goes wrong, we can turn this shit apart. So I've got this painting laid in. That's always the most exciting time to film. Look behind me, you can see that beautiful golden hour light. It's easy to see why I wanted to come out and paint out here this afternoon. Here's the painting. Thanks so much for sticking with me, you guys. Until next time, on the side of the road, somewhere outside North Freedom. As always, thanks so much. Talk to you later. Every year, it's so muddy in the months of March and April and even into May that it's almost like its own sort of season, mud season. So we're heading into that, and it's an exciting time because spring is around the corner. In a couple months, we're gonna have these little flickers of yellow forsythia. We're gonna have some dusty pinks on the magnolia trees. And that stuff is coming. There's just so much to look forward to. I'm so glad that you guys are along for the ride. Corbin and I are gonna go and have lunch. She's making some homemade marinara sauce, so. All right, it's time to make the panels. Lunch is over. Corbin made a good lunch. She made some ravioli and some vegan chicken nuggets, so now it's time to get started with the panels. Here I've got all my stuff laid out. I've got a few sheets of this hardboard that I'm going to cut into the size for the panels. In order to measure the panels out, I've got my T-square. That I got this the first day of college. This is gonna be my straight edge to cut the panels with. I've got a saw. I've also got these clamps that are gonna help me size out my panels and cut them. My cover stain primer. This is the stuff though. This is the oil prime. This is what you wanna get at Menards. And they will tint it for you. Here's a gray color. Color Iced Apricots. I'm gonna use gloves when I apply this. A roller, extra rollers. I'm gonna use this hand sander and I'm going to get a nice clean finish on my panels. That's what I'm going to use to make these panels. Okay, I've got all my cuts made. Now I'm gonna sand down these ragged edges. One 16 by 20, 7 12 by 16s, 4 6 by 8s, 5 8 by 10s, 1 11 by 14, and 1 24 by 36. So those are the panel sizes that I chose to work with. I mean, we're going into mud season, so I'm gonna be working small, just having a lot of fun. Just slash and dash style of painting. Just get out there, slash one out, dash back to the car, get home. The 24 by 36, I've got something in mind. Spring break is coming for me, and I have a painting that I want to work on in that size. So I don't call my shots. I'm not gonna talk about what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna share it with you guys when it's going on. Now I get to prime them using the cover stain. This is the first color that I got done in the cover stain, and it's called Iced Apricots. This is what it looks like. It's a beautiful light orangey, pinky, salmony, iced apricots. That's what it is. I have this roller. I'm gonna roll it onto the panels. This one is a hot dog roller, so it's got a edge that's tapered and rounded. It's gonna give no streakiness. This is an 11 by 14, and I think it's working pretty good rolling it on. This is supposed to give a very smooth finish. I'm guessing that I'm gonna have to do 3 coats on this. I'm not gonna have to do a whole lot of sanding at the end. Here I have the second color. This one is called Sandstone. It's a warm gray. It's almost like a linen color. It's a good color to paint on. The reason that I wanted to have a bright, warm color for those nice sunny days. And I also want to have this sort of a more muted tone. In general, painting on sunny days, warm tone to your panel is gonna work in your favor. You're not gonna be fighting against covering something that's cool. And on cloudy days, this works well. But this also works well on sunny days, because sometimes if you want those really bright colors to just pop out, you start out with something that's a little more muted, and that's what I have this color for. Anyway, you'll see it more when I'm working on it. I'm planning to get some more colors for the springtime burst of color. But just remember, I'm still working with mud season. I got a brand new roller. Let's prime the rest of these panels. The panels have their first coat. They're gonna end up looking like the iced apricots and the sandstone. So I'm gonna wrap this video up. I'm gonna get it posted, and then I'm gonna come back after school and give it the second coat, give it the third coat, sand them down a little bit. Thanks for sticking with me. I got the idea to do this video from somebody leaving a comment. So if there's something, a part of my process that you'd like to see, leave a comment, let me know. We'll work it into the schedule of making videos. As always, from the Chicken Coop studio, somewhere outside Rock Springs. It's Friday, best day of the week. All right, see you guys next time.